Hey guys, welcome back to Madden 20 here. We're going to be doing another realistic rebuild. We're going to be taking on the Chicago Bears here. And I'm excited about it. This is definitely a team I've been looking forward to doing. Yeah. Well, I mean, one reason why is Tarik Cohen, but big reason we got Khalil Mack. We're going to have a pass rusher to get after people. First of all, I just wanted to say thanks for 700 subscribers, guys. We really hit that very quickly. We moved from 600 to 700 real quick. Let's see if we can hit 800 a little faster, you know? Let's see if we can hit it quicker. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit that sub button. We do a whole lot of Madden content over here, like rebuilds, franchises. I'm doing a Steelers one. I do a face of the franchise, tutorial videos. You name it, I do it. And this time we are going to be taking on the Bears. Go ahead and take a look at the team here. Offensive line is better than I thought here. We actually have some decent people. Charles Leno, Whitehair, James Daniels here moving to center isn't bad. Kyle Long, probably one of our older offensive linemen. He is, yeah, he's sitting at a 30, so we're going to have to address that at some point. Other than that, though, I really do like our offense. We have Trey Burton. I'm a fan of him. Adam Shaheen's a nice backup guy, too. Receivers, I really like him. We got AR-15, Taylor Gabriel, huge speed threat, huge. He's got like 94 speed. Then another guy I really like, Anthony Miller. I think he can really develop into our number 2 guy, and I think he will develop into that number 2 guy. He's got star development. He's only 24. He's going to play the slot this year. Not bad stats at all. Trubisky, I'm expecting to get a decent amount of scrambles in because he does have the scrambling quarterback type, so that's going to be cool to watch because they did address where you won't scramble in the sim, so we should get a decent amount of scrambles out of him. Not bad accuracy either. A little low on the throw power, 88. I would have expected a little bit higher from Trubisky, but those accuracies aren't bad. I think we can work with them, and hopefully, you know, Trubisky can be the guy here. Defensively, it's going to be one of our stronger suits. Did lose a good safety in Adrian Amos, but you know, they went out and signed Clinton Dix, who's going to be a nice replacement for the time. We do have Eddie Jackson, who's got a X factor here. Khalil Mack, obviously, is going to have one. Really love our linebacking core. Leonard Floyd should be able to be here, I would say, long-term. He's 26. You know, he's got decent finesse moves. I think he's a nice complement to Khalil Mack. Nice linebacking core. We obviously have the young and massively talented Roquan Smith. Danny Trevathan's no scrub either. Corners, we have Kendall Fuller, really had a breakout year last year. Other than that, probably going to have to get some corners to go along with Fuller. Defensive line, we got some dogs on it. We got Goldman, Akeem Hicks, who's getting better every year, it seems like. So I'm not worried about our defense at all. We're actually in a pretty good spot here. Also got Nicholas here on the line. So defense looking nasty. Maybe offense could use a couple of upgrades, but I'm expecting us to compete year one. I really am. We have a good enough team to do it. A lot of people are taking Chicago to win the NFC North. It's going to be a toss-up for me between them and Green Bay, but I definitely think they're going to compete for it. This game's coming up quick, bro. The first season of football is going to start soon. Let me know if you guys are hyped for this game, Chicago versus Green Bay this Thursday. I'm hyped for it. I'm ready. I'm freaking ready. But that's going to do it here at the beginning of the year. Let's go ahead and get to midseason. All right, man, I got to give you guys a little bit of a look at what we're sitting at here. We're sitting at a juicy 6-1. As you can see in the top left, just beat the Chargers down, which is very impressive. Very impressive there. Go ahead and check out some of the players we got to re-sign. Okay, Cody Whitehair, he's 27. I'm tempted about that one. It's very hard to get decent guards. He is only an 82 overall, though. So that's a tough one there. I'm still not really sure about that. Offensive linemen don't regress as bad as they did last year, though. That's possible. We might bring back Whitehair. That's pretty tough to get a guard of that caliber. Danny Trevathan, I'm going to let him go. He's going to be our number 2 linebacker, and I just don't feel like paying him that much to be a number 2 guy when we have a younger guy in Roquan Smith and can probably pick up another young guy and possibly the draft. Wow. Clinton Dix is only 26? Okay. Wow, I thought he was like 30 or something. I don't know what I was thinking. Wow, that might be a long-term replacement there. Him and Eddie Jackson might pair together pretty decently. That's not a horrible offer either. That's only $4 million a year. I don't know, though. We're going to have to re-sign some monsters coming up. Really, we are. Nick Wachowski, he wants to come back, that would be a decent linebacker to pair with Smith again. I just don't want to have to pay the linebackers right now because we are in a great cap situation. You know, we maybe have to bring back Trubisky at some point. We paying Khalil Mack a lot of money, so I'm trying to save money wherever I can. So I'm thinking the only guy I want to bring back here is going to be... Man, it's a tough one. I want to bring back Clinton Dix. I just feel like I can get that somewhere else, you know? I feel like I can get all of these skill levels somewhere else and not really cost me all this money. So I think we're going to let all these guys test and really just take our chances. Maybe make it a big free agent signing, or just from the draft, I feel confident in finding replacements for these guys. All right, so we got a bye year one, which is really helpful. That's going to help out. That shows us, you know, we got a lot of potential on the squad. Finished 12-4. Decent year. Go ahead and check out some of the upgrade points we got. I always like to see who's got the most amount of upgrades. Wow, Trubisky has 3. Anthony Miller here is 3 as well. I did want to get David Montgomery involved. I have him as my power back, and he's got 2. Not bad. Decent amount of upgrades everywhere. On offense, defense here. Not a whole lot, really, to be honest. 3 by Roquan Smith is the most. But we know our defense is going to be stout. Really, we won the division quite easily. 4 games ahead of really anybody. Detroit was the only one behind us. 16th in offensive yards here. Defensive yards is... Not sure, doesn't say the category. Go ahead and check out the stats, though. Whoa, Trubisky had a freaking year. 3,700 yards, 37 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 71% completion rate. I mean, that's elite numbers right there. Elite. Then you got Tarik Cohen here with 1,000 yards. I thought fumbling would be a problem. He only does have 79 carrying. Doesn't turn out to be. Trubisky gets a decent amount of work as well. He gets 84 carries, 300 yards, a touchdown. David Montgomery getting some work in as well, 90, 200, but 5 touchdowns. So I'm liking the way that's looking there. Receiving, 62 receptions, 900 yards, leads the team by Miller. 10 touchdowns, jeez. Anthony Miller went off. 64 receptions, 809 by Robinson. Trey Burton, 64, 706. Taylor Gabriel a bit low for my liking, especially him being a huge deep threat. I would have hoped for a little bit more out of him. 69 receptions, 500 yards, 5 touchdowns. Didn't get a whole lot of yards, and he was targeted a lot. So I'm not sure what to think about that. Tarik Cohen, though, did work in the receiving game. 27, 304. Decent numbers there. Sacks, how many did we give up? Oh, wow, our left tackle gave up 10. But other than that, we actually held up nicely. Defense here, we get 105 tackles by Roquan Smith. 96 by Prince Amukamara. 86 by Clinton Dix. Sacks, we get 13 by Mack. 5.5 by Trevathan. 4.5 by Akeem Hicks. 4 by Roquan Smith. 4 by Leonard Floyd. I would have hoped for a little bit more than that by Floyd, especially, you know, with Mack getting a whole lot of attention on one side. 3.5 by Goldman. Interceptions, wow, we get 3 by Buster Skrine. 2 by Roquan Smith, 2 by Dix, 2 by Amukamara, 2 by Eddie Jackson. Fuller with 1. Wow, we're getting some sacks by Fuller even. Decent year, really good year there. We actually played pretty well everywhere. Trubisky had an amazing year. Go ahead and check out the award. Wow. What? Josh Allen wins MVP? Jameis Winston comes in third. What's going on? We come in at 6th. They must have had insane years. Either way, though, Trubisky has a pretty good year. Let's go ahead and hop right into the playoffs. All right, guys, we're taking on the Cowboys here at Chicago. We'll see what happens. You know what? It's going to be pretty cold in Chicago. Don't know how Dallas is going to play in the cold. We'll see what happens. Well, it looks like they're playing great. We put up 7. I would hope our defense would be able to step up, but we're going to be going against another nice defense in Dallas, a really good defense. Wow. Man, if we beat Dallas, that's going to be a huge thing. Dallas is really tough to take out. In the sim especially. I've lost a lot to them. Whoa, okay. This is really impressive right now. We just took out Dallas, bro. Jesus, we put a beat down on them. What, 5 touchdowns? Is Trubisky the new sim god? Is he the new Blake Bortles of Madden 20? Remember in Madden 19? He would just literally obliterate everything. In the sim, did he win the MVP every other year? Either way, bro. Trubisky, 31 of 39. 260 yards, 5 touchdowns. Oh, wow. I don't even know what to say about that. That's just impressive. Like, that's really impressive. And then Tarik Cohen has a decent game. Jeez, bro. We're looking like the real deal already. We're moving on to the conference championship in year 1. All right, now this is going to show us what we are. We're taking on Philly here. You know, a great team in Philadelphia. We'll see what happens. They're the team that took out Chicago last year, right? IRL? Wow, they got a safety on us. I'm expecting this to be a dogfight, 100%. Man, wow, though. Jesus, we're taking some teams out currently. Looks like we're going to get a W over Philly. That's 31-15 in year 1. Moving on to the Super Bowl. Carson Wentz only threw for 170 yards. Trubisky, he struggles a little bit, but, you know, we get the job done. Good enough to get it done. We got the dub, and we're moving on to the Super Bowl already. Man, nothing like a Super Bowl in year 1. We're taking on the Colts. Oh, wow. If we lose to the Colts, that's just going to be disappointing. I mean, they got Jacoby Brissett at quarterback. Not saying he's not going to be good. I'm just saying, I don't know if he's Super Bowl caliber. We take the lead here, which is nice. Indy takes it right back, though. Come on, Trubisky. I know you can do this for us. I know you can. All we need is a field goal. It's overtime, and the Colts take us out. Get out of here with that crap, bruh. We're going to lose to Jacoby Brissett. Okay. I mean, it's not like I can really be mad. Trubisky played great. 400 yards, 3 touchdowns. Defense let us down, though. Let's be real. Defense let us down. They allowed 37 points. Not good. We're gonna have to tone that down a bit, bro. 37 points in the Super Bowl? What's going on with freaking Mac and our defense? I mean, it was year 1 now. That's just impressive. We made the Super Bowl. So we are in the free agency period. Really was tempted to go after Hill here. That would have been a great signing, but you know what? He wants a whole lot of money here. That's like a 12 mil cap hit. That's all of our money. That's all of our money. So we got to be smarter with it. It was kind of something I wanted to do, was maybe bring the brothers together here. Bring Kyle Fuller, you know, Kendall Fuller. That might have been a nice little duo there. The brothers playing together, but he, again, wants a little bit more money than I'm looking to offer. So we're going to offer one contract. We're going to go after Myles Jack. You might wonder why if we have Roquan Smith. Because why not? Why not? You can never have, you know, 2 good linebackers like that and it not be good in the 3-4. Can you imagine what our defense is going to be like if we get Myles Jack to pair with freaking Roquan Smith? I mean, you're talking dirty linebacking core right there. Speedy guys, young guys that are going to continue to upgrade. That's what we want. If we're bringing back the freaking monsters of the Midway here, that's what we're looking for. Oh, come on. Please don't do this to me, Myles Jack. We're offering you a ton of money. Oh, why? Houston. Ah, man, we're going to have to increase the offer. Gosh dang it, I didn't want to have to do this. I'm going to increase it enough where, you know, he kind of has to come here. I think 5 mil is a decent amount. I would need this. I need this in my life right now. You know what I'm saying? If we can pair these guys together, I just want to see what happens. Okay, I see how it is, Myles Jack. I see how it is. Looks like we found a replacement here for Taylor Gabriel. Found a guy that ran a 4.25 in the freaking combine. Jesus. I don't know if that's the fastest I think I've seen in Madden 20 yet. A 4.25? Yes, we're going to take him. We're going to take him. 73 overall, hidden development. He's got 97 speed. Good route runner, bro. It looks like we just found a gem. Needs to work on his catching a bit. But other than that, man, he's even got good carrying. Maybe even can be an end-around player. We're looking to move freaking Taylor Gabriel right away. We found our guy here. Deep threat. This guy's going to be gnarly. Is this the next hill? Now, keep in mind, guys, we didn't have that first-round pick, and I don't think we're going to have one either next year because of that Mac trade for Oakland. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure we don't have the first-round pick for next year. Definitely didn't this year. We don't have a whole lot of picks, actually, so we need to make these picks count. We need a left guard, and I'm leaning towards this guy. No, it says a 4th rounder, but to be honest, we pick in the 5th after this, so if we want to get a guard, I feel like we need to go after him now. So after getting a nice receiver, I feel like our defense is going to hold up, so we're going to go after Shane Lemieux here. I don't know if that's right, but he looks to be a decent guard. 70 overall, normal development. Or the rest of our offensive line isn't bad. And this guy actually doesn't look bad at all. I think the reason he's so low is his awareness. I would say his impact blocking is way better than usual for offensive linemen that I draft. He's got decent stats, so I think he can definitely upgrade to be a nice guy for us. And he's already a pass blocker. That's a scheme fed for us, so he's definitely going to be a starter, and we're probably going to end it here. We don't pick again until the 5th round, so unless I find a gem there later in the draft, I'll let you guys know, but if not, I'll check back with you guys at the start of year 2 here. Alright guys, so coming off making it to the Super Bowl just a year ago in year 1, I'm feeling pretty good about our team. We did lose some key players, though. I wouldn't say key players, but a couple of decent players. Let's go ahead and quickly see what we're going to get offered for Gabriel, because I do want to get rid of him. That's something I'm probably going to accept here. Because Wilson's actually not a bad corner. So we get a decent corner there. Go ahead and check out our roster here. I got rid of Gabriel because he was a deep threat. We didn't really need one after picking up Rhaegar here in the draft, who had more speed than him and I think has a lot more upside. I wanted to get Ridley more involved. I just don't know how involved he's going to be. Because we have Allen Robinson right now, Rhaegar to be the deep threat, and then Anthony Miller to be the slot guy. So Ridley is going to be the 4th guy on the team. He should get a couple balls his way, but I wouldn't say he's going to have like an outstanding year as one of our main guys. Because we have a lot more upside. I would say, not to say Ridley doesn't have upside. I'm just saying our receivers right now, I like where we are currently. So Trubisky upgraded really good. He got up to a 79 overall in the first year. He put up a great season, got a lot of confidence there. Tarik Cohen played well. Montgomery played pretty good to be the backup guy here, so we're definitely going to have him as our power back and just a backup to Tarik Cohen. Offensive line, we lost Whitehair, picked up a decent guard in the draft in Lemix. Still need to address right tackle. Probably right guard as well. Kyle Long is aging. Trey Burton, though, I'm expecting to stick around. Defensively, I had to sign a couple of free agents, so I went after Buckner and Sua Cravens. Not like they're game changers, just really needed a position there. So I would say we probably actually took a step back on defense. We lost Clinton Dix. Didn't want to re-sign him. He wanted a lot of money, so I took my chances. Didn't really address that. Didn't find anybody in free agency or the draft that wanted, the kind of money I was looking for, so probably have to address that this upcoming year. Still heated about Miles Jack rejecting that. I don't get what the problem was. We're running a 3-4, so he would have got a huge amount of playing time with Roquan Smith, so I'm not sure why he rejected that. Still like where we are, though. We got Smith, Khalil Mack, and Floyd. Still, we'll see what Buckner can do. He's another speedy linebacker to go along with Smith. Safeties, we still got Eddie Jackson. Sua Cravens, we'll see what he can do. Defensive line is dirty, though. We got Akeem Hicks, Eddie Goldman. Nicholas is upgrading. So 3 star players on the line is never bad. Kyle Fuller's upgrading. Quincy Wilson picked him up. So he should be a nice guy. He's not too old, is he? He's 24, yeah. Feeling pretty good about that. He's got decent coverage. Should be a pretty good slot guy for us, and he's got decent hit power. So I'm feeling, I really like that pickup there for the trade for Taylor Gabriel. We get a nice slot corner here. That should be able to do work for us. That's what our team is looking like. Definitely feel like we have Super Bowl aspirations this year. After making it there in year 1, we'll see what happens. Alright, and this is the reason right here I wanted to save money. Huge reason. Whoa. Oh, never mind. I thought Tarik Cohen had an X factor. I was like, okay. That's Eddie Jackson. Okay. I'm a bit blind if you didn't know. But, yeah, Eddie Jackson here. This is why I did want to save money. We got a lot of players to resign this year. Big players. Needed to bring them back. So, we needed to save enough money to bring them back. Definitely can't lose Eddie Jackson with that X factor. Tarik Cohen, want to bring him back. He's one of our nice guys. Wow, already? Trubisky? Jesus. Yeah, definitely this is why. Look at all these people. Oh my God. Trubisky, Leonard Floyd, Wilson, Tarik Cohen, Eddie Jackson. I mean, we got some big name guys here. Yeah, we definitely want to extend Trubisky. He proved himself last year, in my opinion. He played great for us, so I think he deserves a contract extension after leading us to a Super Bowl in year 1. And he's continuing to upgrade. He's young enough, so yeah, this is a fair contract. It's not like he's going to break the bank like my homeboy is, with a $200 million contract. He's asking for a fair amount that I think he's worth. I think he's going to get $100 million. Okay, well, maybe. Maybe he wants a little bit more. Turns it down there. But, yeah, we're going to get these contracts done for Eddie Jackson, Tarik Cohen. Wilson doesn't want a huge contract, so we'll bring him back to play the slot. Trubisky, we'll see how Leonard Floyd does. I would like to bring him back if he has a good year. If not, we'll let him test and take our chances finding somebody else. All right, looks like we took a step back for the worst, which isn't great here. Didn't make the playoffs. We finished 8-8. Wow, coming off a 12-4 season. Making the Super Bowl, don't even make the playoffs the next year. I mean, to be honest, that's the way the NFC rolls. I feel like a lot of the time, if you make the playoffs one year, the next year you probably won't. Wow, our receiver ended up being a star guy, the speedster. So Rhaegar here has 4 upgrade points, and he's got star development. 3 upgrade points for our O-lineman. Couple for Trubisky, not bad. We got the deals done when we needed to. Didn't sign Leonard Floyd yet. Wanted to see what kind of a year he had. Looked like he put up a decent one. He's got 2 upgrade points. Not really many on defense, to be honest. Go ahead and check out the stats here. Almost won the division, though. We were 1 game behind the Packers. See what kind of a year Trubisky had. Okay, this is concerning. 4,000 yards, 30 touchdowns is great. But then when you get to that 19 interceptions... That's what I was worried about. Last year, he put up like 37-5. This year, he put up 19 interceptions, which we can't have. That's something we can't have if we want to be a good team. So we're going to have to address that somehow. Trubisky scrambles a decent amount. Tarik Cohen has 1,000 yards, 12 touchdowns. Montgomery with 7 as well. Receiving the ball here, 85, 1,107 by Robinson. Burton, 80, 907. Anthony Miller, 59, 809. A little bit disappointed in Rhaegar here. I would have hoped he would have had some decent yards per reception with that 97 speed. Didn't put up a great year, let's be honest. Didn't put up a great year. 66 receptions, 600 yards, 2 touchdowns. Anthony Miller and Allen Robinson had better years than him. Tarik Cohen did okay in the receiving department. Blocking here. Left tackle keeps on allowing double-digit sacks, which I'm not really understanding why. He's like an 85 overall. Defense here, we get 118 tackles by Roquan Smith, 102 by Mukamara. Sacks, we get 8.5 by Floyd. Wow, Mac doesn't lead the team in the first time here. So 8.5 by Floyd, that's a pretty good production by him. Both Mac and him have an interception as well. 8.5 by Mac. 5.5 by Hakeem Hicks, 4.5 by Roquan Smith. Interceptions, 2 by Fuller, 1 by Floyd, 1 by Mack. A lot of 1 bombs. So, I don't know what to think about that year, to be honest with you. I really don't. Trubisky throws a lot of interceptions, which isn't what you want to see. We are 6th in defensive yards, though. So, I think we're probably a move or 2 out of being back in that Super Bowl contention. So, maybe we'll use this free agency period here. I still don't know if I want to bring Leonard Floyd back. 27 wants a huge contract. Probably going to let him test, to be honest. Probably going to let him test. Alright, so we're back in free agency. Going to try to make some moves this time. Go to my negotiations here. Now, to be honest, Sampson and Beckham here is asking for way too much money, in my opinion. I mean, he's asking like an 11 mil cap hit. I'm only going to do this just because if we pair him with Mac, he's got an 89 finesse move. I think he could be a monster, but again, this is a lot of money that we're paying here. If he even accepts it, we are the only guy offering him a contract here. I'd say it definitely is a step up from Leonard Floyd. Yeah, so I feel like it would be a nice one to do. 4th ranked right outside linebacker in the league isn't bad either. We're also going to go after Jerrod Davies here. I'm a fan of him. He's another speedy linebacker here. It seems like these linebackers every year keep on getting more speedy in the NFL. And I don't see anything wrong with his stats except maybe zone coverage. Besides that, look at his stats. He's got great stats here. 85 speed, good tackling, good block shed, nice hit power, good strength, recognition, awareness. Literally the only thing bad you could say is his zone coverage. But, you know, with Roquan Smith being our number 1 guy, he's a great number 2 linebacker for us. Not asking for a whole lot of money, only $3 million a year. So we're all over that. We're all over that. Okay, let's go ahead and advance forward here. See if they want to accept it. I'm really hoping they do. Okay, they both do. So we get a Beckham and Jerrod Davies. We actually were able to decrease a Beckham's offer by about $1 million cap. I know it's not a whole lot, but it might come back to help us. And I guess I was wrong. We do have a first-round pick this year. I don't know what I was thinking. It was the first-round pick this last draft, the IRL, plus the next year. So we've already used had the years where we didn't have our first-round pick. So we are going to have a first-round pick for this upcoming draft here. So draft recap in here in year 2, and I'm pretty happy with it. Definitely whiffed on a couple of picks later in the draft, but we needed offensive line help. That I was going to say that was the most important thing for me heading into the year 2 draft here, and we hit on some offensive linemen, which really is going to secure our line. We went after Garrett Moody here. He's only got normal development, but it's okay because he got a 77 overall. Really good stats everywhere. Awareness could use a little upgrading, but I think he's going to be a superstar left tackle for us. You know, he's already the 15th ranked right tackle in the league as a rookie. So that's impressive just in its own right. Then we go after a right guard after losing our right guard in free agency. Decent stats. He's got an 85 strength, really good everything. So I'm pretty happy with the offensive lineman we drafted. He's the 19th ranked right guard in the league. Still only normal development, so I don't really get that. But I'm a bit bummed out. I gotta let you guys know this. There were some pass rushers in this draft. I thought they'd be gone by the time we picked. We picked 15th overall, so I thought all of the pass rushers would be gone. I'm regretting the Sampson and Beckham pickup. I really am. There was some monsters in this draft, and I had to pass on them because we already took a Beckham, and that was a massive cap hit for us. Really, I'm kind of regretting it. But you know what? It is what it is. We already got him. So we'll see what he can do for us here. Got some offensive line help, and that should really help us this year. I'm hoping that's what Trubisky struggled with last year. Maybe the offensive line wasn't holding up as good as it should, because we did lose a couple of positions, but we got some decent O-line here to help out. So we're here in year 3, guys, and I'm feeling pretty good about the team here. I know year 2, we definitely did have some positions we needed to fill coming into year 3, so I thought it might be a bit of a down year, but I feel like we're looking pretty good now. We addressed offensive line in a big way. I really like the way the O-line's shaping up here. Got a lot of young guys who we really aren't going to have to pay yet, so offensive line, I like that. We still got Trey Burton. Anthony Miller, he's going to take a step up for me. He's been producing a lot for us, so I'm going to give him that step up to the number 2 spot. We're going to try Rhaegar, the speed threat, in the slot, because I feel like speed threats do a lot better in the slot for whatever reason. They seem to just get way more production there, so I really want to get our speed threat there. I think Tarik Cohen, it's time for him to take the full reins on, even as a power back. I need to get him an X factor. We need some kind of an X factor on offense, I think. So we definitely are going to be looking for that. Trubisky's still upgrading, 81 overall. Like the way that's looking for us. Defensively, I mean, there's nothing to complain about. I really like everything here. D-line's still natty up in here. We got Kyle Fuller. Quincy Wilson's actually a 78 overall corner. We could use another good corner to go along with Fuller, but I think Wilson can get the job done for this year. I ended up signing Sua Cravens to a longer-term deal because I think he's an okay safety for us. He doesn't have any horrible stats, so I think he can get the job done there, especially when we got a ball hawk free safety and Eddie Jackson, who has an X factor. I think that'll make up for, what we don't have there at strong safety. A Beckham, hoping he has a breakout year. I'm really hoping this doesn't come back to bite me, signing him to a huge contract, because that means we're paying linebackers a lot of money. And Roquan Smith, I believe his contract's up this year as well, so we're going to be paying a lot of money to the linebackers here, but I mean, we got some good ones. I think it's going to be a great year for Beckham because you got to think, Mac's going to get probably double-teamed every play. So that's going to leave Beckham on a lot of one-on-one situation. And with his 89 finesse move, that should get the job done. That should get it done. Really like the way we're shaping up here in year 3. And I think we can make a run for it. I know I say it every year, but this year for real. I think we can actually make a run for it here. That's what I'm going to set my season goal for. I'm going to go make the playoffs. I don't know about Super Bowl again, but I definitely feel like the playoffs are in the foreseeable future for us here. All right, so not a whole lot of players here to resign mid-season here. Roquan Smith definitely coming back. Now, I'm a little, I don't know, I'm concerned about bringing this Bilal Nicholas back. I know he's got star development. He's got a decent overall, but this is what my concern is. Like, he's got a good block shed, good tackling, but he doesn't really have power move or finesse move. And I kind of want to have my defensive line to be able to get after people to really complement Khalil Mack. I don't want him to be the only guy that can get pressure. Now, don't get me wrong, he's not bad, but what kind of a contract is he asking for here? We'll go ahead and take a look. I mean, it's not horrible. That's still a $7 million cap hit. About a 6, actually. I don't know. Well, I kind of want to see what kind of a year he has. I like to do that just to see, you know, if they were productive that year. Because I don't want to make a signing before I kind of see what kind of a year they have. Unless they're obviously like an elite player like Roquan Smith. So yeah, I'm not sure about everybody else. We'll see what kind of a year Nicholas has, but for sure we're resigning Roquan Smith 100%. And it looks like we got another bye here. Feels good. Year 3 here. Go ahead and see what we're taking on in the divisional round. Oh man, Seattle? I don't know. They never usually have a great record, like 9-7, but for whatever reason, they're dirty. Probably because they got Wilson. I'm pretty sure they will have Clowney now, which is scary. Really scary. Let's go ahead and check out the stats. See what we did this year. Trubisky led the league in touchdowns. 12th in offensive yards. 3rd in defensive yards. That's what you want to see. We're bringing back the monsters of the Midway. Marcus Mariota wins MVP. Man, what's going on with this? Mariota and Jameis Winston up there again. Coming at number 3 with Trubisky. I wish I could win MVP, bruh. Feels bad. 3,900 yards. All right, this is more like it here from Trubisky. 3,900, 39 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, 72% completion rate. Really good year by Trubisky. Still a bit high on the picks, but I'll take that. That's a good year. Tarik Cohen here, 960 yards, 8 touchdowns. David Montgomery had a decent role this year. 300 yards from him, 7 touchdowns. Trubisky got 300 yards himself and 2 touchdowns. I really love how we're not fumbling much here in the running department. Receiving the ball, 78 receptions, 900 yards, and 10 touchdowns by AR-15. Rhaegar here had a better year, let's say that. In the slot, 58 receptions, 790 yards, 7 touchdowns. Trey Burton, 64, 710. Man, it seems like whoever moves up to the number 2 spot just does not get targeted. It was Taylor Gabriel the first year, it was Rhaegar the second year, and now it's Anthony Miller. I don't get it. I mean, you seen the numbers he was putting up the first 2 years. And then he goes down to 61 receptions, not even 600 yards, and only 5 touchdowns. So I really don't get that. Tarik Cohen, my God. He put up 500 yards receiving, 3 touchdowns as well. I'm hoping our O-line held up well here. Wow, okay. Double-digit sacks from both tackles. And interiorly, we played okay, but still not great when your center allows 5 sacks. I don't know, maybe it's just a building process for that O-line, getting familiar with each other. 95 tackles by Jerrod Davies, 93 by Roquan Smith, 90 by Fuller. Sacks, we get 8.5. Come on, Mac. Man, I'm used to these double-digit sacks. What's going on here with our defense? I mean, we did finish 3rd, but still. 8.5 by Mac, 7.5 by Hicks. Okay, that's not what I was hoping for. 4.5 from the huge free agent we signed at Beckham. I don't know if that's, worth the contract we gave him. Then you get 4 by Goldman, 3.5 by Davis. Interceptions, we get 3 by Sua Cravens. I really like that signing. I think he's going to pay off for us. 3 by Eddie Jackson, the ball hawk. 2 by Kyle Fuller. And then a couple of 1 bombs here. So again, nothing crazy in the sack or interception department, but our defense is getting it done. Our defense is getting it done however they do. 12th in offensive yards for us. I'm feeling pretty good heading into this playoff game. I think I know how I'm going to do this because I do want to play a game, for Chicago, because I want to play with the team that I've built up here. So if we get to the Super Bowl, I'll play that game. So it's kind of like a cool little thing. Our team, we'll see if they can get through the playoffs. And if they get to the Super Bowl, I'll take control over that, just so we can get some gameplay in the biggest game of the rebuild. So I think that should be a pretty fun way of doing it. But first of all, we're going to have to hope our team can get through Seattle here. Let's go ahead and hop into it. All right, man, I feel like this is our best chance here. I know we made the Super Bowl year one, but if we're able to get a W over Seattle here, I'm feeling pretty confident, especially since we can jump in the Super Bowl and play ourselves. We'll see what happens. Seattle puts up 7, so do we, though. All right, it might be a defensive battle. I wouldn't be mad at it, but Seattle puts up another touchdown. We need one, please. All right, field goals. I don't know if they're going to help. Well, we get the lead out of it, and we put up a touchdown there. So does Seattle. Come on, Trubisky. Yes! Trubisky gets it done when it matters the most. And we get a victory there over Seattle. They're always tough to play, man. Seattle is always very tough to play. Looks like both quarterbacks had a good day here. Russell Wilson, 74% completion rate. Our defense has got to step up in the playoffs. That's my only argument, man. That's my only argument. Because you got to think, we finished 3rd in total defensive yards. And it seems like whenever we enter the playoffs, our defense, they allow like 30 points. And we got to step up. We got to. So it's going to be a snowy one here in Soldier Field. We're going to be taking on the Panthers. Let's go ahead and see. Man, the Panthers are a tough team. They're a real tough team. I would say this probably is going to be a defensive battle. Snowy game. Both teams got good defenses here. Real low-scoring game currently. Come on, Trubisky. I need something. All right, we put up 13-10. They score a touchdown. We need something. We put up a touchdown as well, and we get a W. We're headed to the Super Bowl in year 3, man. We made it year 1 to the Super Bowl. Didn't work out in our favor. Year 3 here, we finally make it. Year 2 didn't make the playoffs. Big bounce back year here for us. Roquan Smith is the player of the game. And we get it done. We get it done in a snowy game here. Cam Newton doesn't throw any touchdowns, but got a tough victory there. Defense held up, only allowed 17. We scored 20 and got the job done. Now we can hop in and play. I'm probably just going to play the offense here in the Super Bowl and let our defense do their thing. So let's get into it. Let's see how this offense really is rolling. All right, guys, it is a rematch from the Super Bowl we lost, and it couldn't be any other way. They put up 7 early. Let's see if we can tie it up. Get it to AR-15 right over the middle with a nice little juke and a stiff arm as well and a juke. Jesus. Allen Robinson, are you insane? Oh, man, Allen Robinson one-on-one. Got to take that shot. He burned him. He burned him off the line, and Jesus, Allen Robinson just destroys the defense to start it. He gets both receptions and the touchdown. All right, gotta go with a little play action, see if we can get something. Oh, wow. Who was that? Justin Houston gets in there for the sack of the 8 and just destroyed our tackle and tight end, which isn't good. All right, in a bit of a hole now. Let's see who we can get. Oh, that's open. If Trubisky can fit it in there. And, man, literally Allen Robinson has all 4 of our catches, and he's already over 100 yards. All right, the box is looking pretty empty here. We're going to go with a little draw. See if we can get Tarik Cohen in space. And Tarik Cohen picks us up a first there. All right, they're sending some pressure at us. We're going to try to get this with Tarik Cohen. And we fight forward for it. All right, first down here. See what we can get done. Can we fit it in there? Yes, we can. Allen Robinson comes up with it. All right, it looks like it may be man coverage. Here it is. They're sending a blitz. We're going to fire it on the run to Trey Burton. And he breaks a tackle. And he gets us the touchdown there. On a 3rd and 9, Trubisky fires a dart on the run there. That was a nice play. That was a nice play by Trubisky there. Fired a dart on the run. And he just breaks a tackle in there for the touchdown. Well, we have 30 seconds left. The Colts did end up scoring. Oh, Trey Burton's so quick, dude. Did you see how fast he got off that route? We're going to call a timeout there. Well, I love when I have a really fast running back, because you can just check it down to him on these little routes here, and they can get substantial yards. Look at that spin move by Tarik Cohen. He's dirty, bro. Allen Robinson, one-on-one. I'll take that matchup if it is. It's not one-on-one. Fire it to him. Miller comes down with it in tight coverage. Oh, timeout. All right, I think we have time here to get one quick run with Tarik Cohen and then call a timeout right away. You have to take me down. All right, call a timeout. Yeah, that gets us in a better field goal position. All right, this is going to be a tough one. We'll see if we can hit it, though. We got a decent kick there. Please make it. Please make it. And we get it there. We get it. That was a tough field goal. We make it, though, here heading into halftime. So I'm feeling pretty good after we got the lead there in the first half at the beginning of it. Don't really like anything I got here. Maybe we can make a play downfield. No way. Did Trey Burton get that? Oh my God. They're going to freak it. He caught that, first of all. Oh my God. However Trey Burton caught that, I really don't know. But either way, we get a huge chunk of yards there to start it off. And Tarik Cohen with a lot of speed. Look at that speed. Tarik Cohen is so agile. He's got elusiveness, speed. I mean, did you see how quick when we hit the acceleration he started going there? I mean, that's insane. We juke out somebody, and then he's gone. He's just gone. So they end up getting a field goal out of that. We're still a touchdown ahead of them, which feels decent. Oh, wow, Tarik Cohen. Come on now. Come on now. You're doing him too dirty, Tarik. I mean, he's just so fast, dude. He's just so fast. And Trubisky is upgraded really good. We've only missed one pass with him. He's been on target on pretty much every throw. There we go. Oh, Tarik Cohen. I thought he was going to fight in there. Either way, though, we get up to the 1. All right, first and goal here. See if we can't get ourselves a touchdown. Fire it in there. They line up in goal line, and that's going to leave us for an easy touchdown there. And we're going to go up 2 touchdowns over the Colts. I definitely wanted this win. It's not over yet, but you know what? They took us out year 1, and I've wanted that revenge game since. I mean, they're keeping it close. They definitely are. They scored there, making it a touchdown game. Tarik Cohen finds a little gap, and he's off to the races now. Misses a tackle, he does. Gathers, can't catch up. And Tarik Cohen, man, he might be overpowered. Straight up. I mean, if we find a hole and we hit burst, nobody can catch him. Like, for real. I don't know what's going on here. Because there was people, I guess they just don't have the speed to keep up. We make one person miss, find a hole, off to the races once more there with Cohen. And we get the ball back here. The Colts were not able to score, so we're just going to run it here. Tarik Cohen with another run. Gets up to the 26. All right, 2-minute warning. The Colts are going to start using their timeouts, but we're going to continue to pound it here as our offensive line is blocking great up front. Gonna try to hit him with a little trick play here. We'll see if it works out. Gonna toss it on the little orbit screen. Anthony Miller in space. Breaks a tackle. And it gets taken down there by Leonard. One more first down, and we are gonna end the game here. Go ahead and try a read option with Trubisky. See if he can pick us up the first and get the W. And he does. He picks up the first, and that's gonna get us the Super Bowl W here. We're just gonna kneel it out now. All right, one final kneel here, guys, and this is going to be the victory for us in the revenge game against the Colts. I don't think it could have gone down any better than that. We lost to the Colts in year 1, got blown out by him, actually. And then, you know what, we come back in second year, don't make the playoffs, get some good draft guys, sign a couple of free agents, and we're back in the Super Bowl in year 3. Get through the NFC dogfight in the playoffs, and we get the W here against the Colts in year 3. Tarik Cohen went off. I mean, if he's not the player of the game, I don't know who is, because Tarik Cohen had an insane game. I mean, I just didn't know he was that good. He's so agile, though. I mean, he can just make people miss from everywhere, and then when he makes someone miss, it's like he gets a burst of acceleration, and he just goes off. He just does. Tarik Cohen is so good, dude. Anyway, our defense held up as well. They didn't allow 30, thankfully. And we'll see who the player of the game is going to be here. If you guys did enjoy this rebuild, though, make sure you hit that sub button and let me know who you guys want to see next. We're just hit 700 subscribers. Ooh, Tarik Cohen did hit that. Player of the game there. Great game by him. 200 yards on 11 carries. We did just hit 700 subscribers really quickly. Let's see if we can hit 800 a little bit quicker than that. Let's see if we can. And that is going to do it for the rebuild. Chicago wins it here in year 3. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.